What's up guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I have an unboxing, flip through and review for you guys on a deck that I backed on Kickstarter. I forgot the name of the deck, but I think I remember backing the Obsidian bundle or something to do with the word obsidian. So without further ado, let's open this baby up. I know it's holographic from what I remember, so let's just get right to it. Ooh. So, what do we have here? Stay connected. A little thank you note. Oh my god. Holographicness. Very pretty. Are these stickers? I love stickers. And they're holographic. This is so cool. This is obviously going to be cards. I think in one of the decks. I'm pretty sure the version I backed has 2 decks in it. Here's one deck. I don't think there's anything in there. What's this? What is this? I can't read it, but we'll take a look at that in a bit. And oh, here's the other deck. I thought this was a book. Look how pretty. You can almost see the holographic in there. That was everything in the box. So here is a close-up of this little guy. Now, I think I backed this back in June of 2023. So forgive me if I don't remember what this is, but I'm pretty sure you can use this as a necklace, like a charm of protection or something. Here are the beautiful decks. Oh my god, the holographic on this one is very captivating. I love it. I feel like I need to do an updated video on all of my holographic decks. I think I did one a while back, but I've since then gotten a few more holographic decks. If you guys want to see that type of video, let me know in the comments and I will work on it. So this one is The Secret of Life, Arcanum, Vitae, I think, deck. And this one is the Fortuna Tarot deck. I believe, look at this fuchsia hollow. It's so pretty. I think this is their, yeah, this is the Obsidian version of it. So we're gonna do, I wanna look at this one first, because I think this one is a different version of, hold on, let me grab it really quick. I found it. So this deck is a different version of this deck. So this one is technically not really new. It's just a different hollow design in it. As far as I'm aware, I could be wrong if I do a side-by-side flip through one day, maybe. But from what I remember, I think it's just a different look of this deck. And this one, if you guys want to know, is the Amethyst Aura version. So we'll take a look at this one first, just to get it out of the way. Again, because it might just be the exact same as the one I already have. But this hollow is still very beautiful. And then we'll do this one. So it has the little thumb holes. This is the back of the box. At first, I don't know if you guys kind of, your brain thinks this way too, but at first I thought the box was dirty. I was trying to do this, but that's the way the box is designed. Just so y'all know. I guess they were trying to make it look like marble, black marble or something. Opened like this. Ooh, hollow on the inside. Can barely catch it. There's no ribbon. Oh, I forgot this was etched. That's neat. Hold on, let me get myself together. Here's the inside. Open the gates of occult knowledge. Here is the book. It has this beautiful holographic like fuchsia or pink going on. Here's the back. We're gonna sniff it. It smells like, almost like newspaper, that nice newspaper smell, if y'all know what I'm talking about. It's not colored, it's just a bunch of text and words. Big words too. I forgot these were gonna be edged like this. That's cute. These are the backs. Again, it has that like, the only way I can describe it is like a dirty black marble effect. That's just what it looks like to me. I'm sorry. Close up of the edging. It's got very, like a very faint sheen or sparkle to it. Here's a nice little thank you, and enjoy 15% off your next purchase using the discount code. Oh, there you go, guys. Go snag yourself some decks from this creator. Now, as far as cardstock goes, it is, I want to say in between, maybe 10% more on the stiff side. So I would say 60% sturdy, 40% flexible. But you're still able to riffle it for my rifflers out there. I am not going to riffle this deck because I don't want to mess it up. Overhand, just for me, it's a matte finish, aside from the holographic sections, which are glossy and shiny. As far as the deck size, she's pretty chunky, so I can't really grab a whole deck like this. It's normal tarot size as well, so it is comfortable to hold this way regardless. I just can't grasp the whole deck because it's too thick. Now, from what I remember with the other Fortuna deck that I have, their minors were pips, so this is probably going to be a pretty quick flip through, which is also why I wanted to do it first. The Magician. I love this holographic choice of color. It feels very deep and dreamy. Maybe because there's like a lot of purples and blues in here too. The Empress. And some of the majors, I believe, were also like renamed. See, like this one, the Oracle, would be the Hierophant. I kind of do want to do a side-by-side flip through of this one and the other Fortuna deck that I have, but I'm pretty sure, I'm like 95% sure it's the exact same deck, just different hollow effect to it. Ooh. I'm thinking air balloon. Fortuna. Justice. These are going to be really nice to overhand because of the matte finish. So they're definitely not going to stick. Dad, this is pretty. It's a phoenix. Alchemy. And because, I'm pretty sure this is going to be pip too, but because it's a pip deck, I wouldn't right off the bat recommend it for beginners. The Devil, I'm assuming the Devil is a mirror because we're very judgmental of ourselves. Like, I feel like sometimes we're our worst enemy, and that can be a little hard to bear at times or to accept for a lot of us. But I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be a mirror for the Devil. I could be wrong. I could check the book if I remember to do so. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so because this is a pip deck, I would not recommend it for beginners. I'd say maybe like intermediate to expert level readers. But again, that doesn't say that if you're a beginner, don't get the deck. You know, if you want to get the deck, you do you. Buy yourself a copy of this beautiful deck. Ooh, the universe. Magnum Opus. I don't remember what that is. I'll have to check the book if I remember. Now we're on the minors. So here's the Ace of Candles, and I believe all of the minors were renamed, but I'll have to double check. Candles for sure have to be wands. I could be wrong though. We'll check the book. Yeah, so this part of the deck is gonna be fairly quick to go through because they're pips. Not much to look at. Granted, you know, it's still beautiful to look at this holographicness, but you know, there's not much to take in aside from it being, in this case, just more candles added on to the card. Notice up top they also have the astrological symbols and the zodiac symbols. These are the court cards. Princess of Candles. Oh yeah, they renamed court cards. So this would be the page are the princesses. The princes are the knights. The queen is the queen. And the king is the king. Ace of Elixirs. I believe the elixirs are the cups. One thing I will say though is sometimes I feel like when I pull one of my pip decks out, which by the way, I don't really have very much because I'm not a fan of pip decks, unless they're, you know, gorgeous looking like this, then I can't resist. But I feel like sometimes pip decks are good to use to sort of help, help you study, help you remember just the default meanings of the cards. But for me personally, I get more off of like the artwork of the cards. So that's why I don't really like pip decks that much, because there's not much for me to read in the art. It's just a duplication of an item. In this case, like the elixirs were just duplicated bottles, so to speak. There's a lot of like fuzzies and stuff between the cards. Queen of Elixirs. But yeah, every now and then I pull out a pip deck to help me, I guess in a way, not retrain myself, but you know, keep my memory fresh of some of the default meanings of the cards. Ace of Keys. I believe the keys are the swords. I think the pentacles might be the only thing that stayed pentacles, or they renamed the pentacles maybe pentagrams. We'll see when we get to them. The Four of Keys. Does anybody else do that with their pip decks though? Like every now and then you pull them out to help you refresh your memory of the default meanings of the cards? Is anybody else more of a visual learner and you also don't prefer pip decks because you read the art in the cards as well when you do readings? Well, it's a lot of keys aside from just providing them like the default meaning of the card. Princess of Keys. Pretty. The Prince of Keys. Looks like a tent. The Queen of Keys is a gate. Assuming the king is also a gate. Oh, talismans. I don't remember if the other Fortuna deck had talismans. I'll have to check. So this for sure has to be the pentacles though, because they look very pentacly, you know? Three of Pentacles. I'm like getting scared every time I see like a weird furry fluffy thing on the card, because I'm like, no, is it damaged? I just got it. Like, what the heck? Sometimes that happens. But it could just be like when they were wrapping it up or something in production. Might just be a little dirty. As long as there's no scratches in it, you know? That's what I care about. Or dents. Nine of Pentacles. So pretty. The other reason why I like holographic decks is because I feel like they look really good in pictures, because all of the colors that you see, especially if it's not a glossy like card finish. The only glossy part is the holographic areas. Prince of Talismans. Queen of Talismans. It looks like a dream catcher. This one's interesting. King of Talismans, but there's a sword. That's a little confusing, because like my eye would think King of Swords, but yeah. So that was the flip through portion of the Obsidian Fortuna deck. Very, very cute. I do want to check the book just to see if I was right about like the talismans, see, what was it, elixirs, candles. I forgot what the other one was, but let me just check really quick. So I was right about the suits. They mention it on the first page of each suit when you hit it. So here are a suit of elixirs, typically depicted as cups. And then if we turn to the keys, it'll say they're traditionally depicted as the swords. So I was right. I forgot what else I was gonna look in the book for. My apologies. Now let's see how this overhands. Pretty sure it'll be fine. Yes, overhands very nicely. Doesn't stick because again it has that nice smooth matte finish. Definitely not going to try to riffle this deck. I don't want to mess it up. Okay, that one. This one wants to pop out. Let's see what it is. We got the 5 of keys. So keys are swords. Let me check the book to see what the book says. The book also has reverse meanings for all y'all who read reversals. I'm not gonna read the whole page for the 5 of keys, just some little snippets. The 5 of keys keywords, at least from the book, is competition, howling, betrayal, and reconciliation. It's of the element of air, the lord of defeat, and the astrological influence is Venus in Aquarius. The 5 of swords, or actually the 5 of keys, appears as a sign that sometimes doing what feels right to us may create some conflicts and disappointments with others or towards others. But you know what? That's fine because you got to do you, all right? Not everybody is going to agree with what you do, with what you like, even with how you are, you know, but hey, they're not responsible for your happiness, right? You are. Okay, I think I pretty much covered everything for the Fortuna deck. So let me just clear this up and then we'll take a look at the other deck. Look at this beauty. The Secrets of Life Arcanum Vitae deck. I think that's Vita. I don't know if that's an E. Usually Vita for Latin, I don't see an E. So apologies if that's supposed to be a letter that I'm not pronouncing. I believe this is a magnetic clasp box. Yes. Opens like this. Oh, there's info on here. Hold up. A new journey begins to unfold. This deck is an ode to life, a reminder to savor and cherish every little moment and opportunity that helps us feel alive. An invitation to honor those who lived before us and forged this path we now walk. A celebration of all that is and all that will be. May you continue weaving precious memories into the tapestry of your existence. With eternal love and gratitude, Maria. Very pretty. So this is what the inside looks like. There is, oh, there are two. There's 2 ribbons. Never seen that before. Here is the book. It has this pretty gold holographicness. We're gonna sniff it. It smells kind of like a dentist office. I know that sounds weird, but mira, that's what it smells like, okay? This is what it looks like on the inside. So there's no pictures, just a lot of text. And here are the, oh, are these, there's 2 decks? Hold up. So did I get 3 decks? Excuse me? Okay, let me take the plastic off of these babies. But just to show you the inside, it has this pretty velvety feel to it. This side is cushiony. This one isn't, it's just the plastic underneath. Here's another thank you card that was in for this deck, although the discount code is different. I don't know if they stack, so if you guys want to use or try to use both of them to see if they stack, let us know in the comments if they do, because that means you can get 30% off then if you can stack both the codes. If not, oh well, at least you still get 15% off. Let's take a look at this one first, because I didn't think I was gonna get 3 decks in here, to be honest. So this is the back. Very pretty. It's a gold hollow. This one is edged. I want to say it's almost like a coral pink and just like a straight pink like the Obsidian Fortuna deck. That one was more like fuchsia pink, but this one is more corally. Very pretty. Afterlife. Oh, the numbers are on the bottom, and there are, I'm assuming astrological, maybe zodiac symbols will be on the top. Ooh. So I'm not a fan of gold. I just don't like gold. I prefer silver, but this gold holographic is very beautiful. The veil, I believe, oh my god, this is so pretty. I believe the book is going to give us info for both these decks because there was only one book in the box, but I'll check for you guys towards the end to see if it does. I think the little deck is like a Lenormand deck, Life Lessons. This for some reason makes me think of church. Pathways. Oh my god, this hollow. I can't stop looking at it. Life purpose. I think of Cupid, like Cupid's arrow. I thought this said the shelf. The self. Pretty. I'm getting Beauty and the Beast. Mirror vibes. The soul. Oh, it's like when they let the lanterns up, the floating lanterns up in the air. That's so pretty. Fate. The time is ticking. Karma. Sacrifice. We got a snake. Memoirs. I don't know why I thought this was an urn of ashes. Limbo. Whoa, that's so pretty. It's like a very simple design with these little speckles, but it's just very pretty still. Repressed desires. This beautiful spider web with this little spider right there. Chaos. Pandora's box. Funny, within the chaos you still have little butterflies. What is chaotic about butterflies? Well, you can say, I guess, the butterfly effect, because that is kind of a scary effect, to be honest. You never know what the smallest thing can end up rippling into or changing, you know? Purification. Transit Umbra Lux Permanent. Ooh, I thought that was a whale. Etheric realms? Etheric realms. I like how they did the clouds, the little cloud shapes. Divine guidance. Awakening. Pretty star. It says that the star shot up. Because you even have like these little, I guess, action lines going upwards. So it's just giving me the impression of the star shooting upwards. Reincarnation. A pretty little plant of some sort sprouting anew. Ancestors. Very pretty. And soulmates. Oh, I think these are extra cards because they're not numbered, if you notice, these two. And then the other ones do have Roman numeral numbers. So apologies, I don't know the name of this deck. I don't know if this one is the Arcanum Vitae deck, or if that's this one. It could be this one, because I think this is a Lenormand. But you know, my apologies. Just check out their website and I'm sure it's gonna say what deck is what. Now let's check out this little guy. So this one has gold holographic edges. These are the backs. Aw, mine is damaged. What the heck? There's like a weird scratch on there. I doubt that's on, yeah. Well, that sucks. But hey, first impressions, real reviews, right? I don't sugarcoat my reviews if it's something I don't like. This side has like weird something right there where it's not causing it to be shiny. I don't know what that is. I believe this is like your typical Lenormand size deck as well, or even like playing card size, I think. This makes me think of the Pumpkin and Cinderella. Rider. Clover. The Ship. I don't even have that many Lenormand decks either. House. I think I have, with this one, I think I have 3. Tree. Clouds, these cute little cloud symbols. Snake. Notice the background of the cards are also different. Memento Mori, coffin. And I believe the book explains why, because I remember them mentioning either something on their Instagram about that, about the change in different colored backgrounds, or something in the Kickstarter as to why some of them are blue and some are more tan colors, some are more purpley like this one. We will check the book, Fox. I'm just thinking that freaking Pokemon with 9 tails. Is it called 9 tails? Is that really the Pokemon's name? I don't remember. Bear, cute. Polar bear. Star. The stork. There's a very thin stork. Dog, you got little paw prints. Tower. The garden. Notice the numbers too. Oops. We just moved from an 8 and that one is also an 8. Interesting. Crossroads. Mice. Ooh, those chunky little mice. There's skulls there too. People do often associate mice, at least back in the day, because of like the Black Plague and all that stuff, they would associate mice with death. I thought of mice and death and I said deaths. You know, because of them bringing disease and all that stuff. Heart. Ring. That looks like a 6, but I think it's supposed to be a G. The book. The letter. Animus, I think. Anima. Animus and Animus. Lily. The sun. The moon. The key. Fish. These pretty koi fish. The anchor. The cross. We have an ankh. Why not just put ankh instead of cross? I mean, it's a form of cross, but it's an ankh, isn't it? Abundance. I'm thinking the, what is it called? Is it the snitch in Harry Potter? You know what I mean? That's what this looks like to be. Shield. Promise. Magic. Daydream. The dagger. Silence. There's music notes. Inception. Mirage. Protection. Repair. Premonition. Enlightenment. I just noticed there's two sets of numbers on most of the cards because you have the one in the middle and the one in the corner. Paradox. Astral travel. I'm assuming this is in conjunction with like astral projection. And the lock. Okay, let me take a look at the book to see if it explains the colors on there. Because again, I do remember it was mentioned somewhere. Forgot what it was, but pretty sure it's a thing. All right, so the book does have info on both the decks. The first one, which was this one, is the Arcanum Vitae deck, at least per the book. And then the other little guy is a Lenormand type of deck, but of course with the creator's spin on it. Now, as far as the colors, the only thing you can find on here is that the lighter, more pink hue ones is the conscious mind. Think of it as like day and night, right? Kind of like the changes of the colors in the sky when the sun rises, when the sun sets. When it starts usually rising, it's more orangey, pink hues. You could also argue that it's kind of like that too when it's setting, but bear with me. And they have a very vast way of reading their Lenormand deck, which is really interesting. They call it the Grand Table, Tableau. I don't know if that's how you say that word. I'm just gonna say table. The Grand Table of how you can read or use their Lenormand deck. And they have a layout on here. They have so many different, I assume to be like what they look like, spreads and ways of reading the deck. And that's just if you set all the cards out in a row like that. So it's very interesting. If you guys plan on getting the deck, I highly recommend giving the guidebook a good read because there's a lot of interesting information in here. For some reason, I thought both these decks were gonna be the same size, and I was kind of hoping to make it like a mega deck. So when I saw that they were different sizes, I was a bit confused. Also, they came in the same box. So I just find it a bit annoying, like what if I just want to use one of them? I have to bring this big old box to just use one of them instead of them being in their own box. I don't know. It's a small little petty thing to not like about the deck, but hey, again, real honest reviews here, guys. Aside from that though, I do also like the various options and spreads that they have for both of the decks in the book. So again, I do highly recommend to give the guidebook a good read. Let's see how these shuffle. This one I'm sure is gonna shuffle fine because it's the same cardstock as the Fortuna Obsidian decks. So comfortable. Overhand, just for shits and gigs though, let's get a card and see what the book says. We'll get this one. And then this little guy. Again, same type of cardstock from the Fortuna deck. This one also shuffles fairly comfortable for overhand. Do some of you guys riffle these tiny type of decks? I am definitely not gonna riffle this deck. But let's get a card from this one. Oh, this guy wants to pop out and see what the book says. All right, we got the Afterlife and the Stork. Interesting. Usually storks, I think of them, you know, as like babies, birth, rebirth, something new, things like that. Afterlife, I think of the opposite, because afterlife, I think of like death. the end of something, but it can also mean the beginning of something new, which can be connected to the stork. But let's see what the book says. So I'm not gonna read the whole page for what this card says, just a little bit of information. So the afterlife is associated to the Fool in the traditional tarot deck because it's also the beginning. It's number 0 in the deck. And the keywords associated for this one is beginnings, optimism, a new cycle, moving forward. Astrological correspondence is Uranus. So also think of it as like what the Fool would symbolize to you, or even just the general meaning of the Fool card, right? The beginning of a journey, taking that leap of faith, being uncertain of something, but yet it's something you feel like you should do or take the chance on, even though it feels a little scary inside. But you know, you got to take a chance to understand how it's going to work out. You can't just assume, right? So that's what I got for the afterlife. Now let's see what the stork symbolizes, or what the stork means as far as the book goes. Well, what do you know? The stork also symbolizes new beginnings, birth, change, relocation, babies, right? A newborn, change in the family or your domestic life. I feel like both of these cards that we got have more similarities to them than they do differences. So I just thought it was really interesting that we got, ooh, there's a hair on there, ew, that we got both of these. It's almost saying like in your face, hey, there's a big change coming, because both of these cards indicate change of some sort or the beginning of something. What that something is though, well, we can't really tell you the whole story, right? Because you gotta also figure things out on your own. But that's what I got. Well, that is it for this video, guys. If I forgot anything for any of the decks, as usual, let me know in the comments down below. And if you stuck to this part of the video, leave the star emoji in the comments. That way I know. Don't forget to like the video as it helps me out a lot. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!